On my plate, I got a couple of trouble. I got some money to waste. I put the drinks on the you put your on the car. It's like a weekend at Bernie's, and baby, you at the bar. I'm about to get it poppin', call a Uber, cause I'm a scuba. Dive while he driving, shawty rockin', and I maneuver. I know you like it when I put it, yeah. Maybe you should bring a friend along, yeah. Now, I got paper, and I ain't gon' chase you, baby. I'm gon' take you down. Now, come on, shake it, baby, turn that around. I'm like,
oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Patriots going up against the Cowboys. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New England Patriots and the Dallas Cowboys. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. He juked him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line, and they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again.
Here we go! Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Partner, I know you call the play-by-play, but you know your ball. If I throw these numbers at you, all right, 6 yards shy of 2,000 of total yards from scrimmage for a rookie running back. What do you think?
Sounds like me in high school.
Sounds like you doing it, right?
It's really fascinating at what he was able to do. The thing for me, though, he did that as a rookie. Where do you go from here? I mean, can you keep going up from those numbers your sophomore campaign?
I think that you can. He's had examples of that preceding him in the NFL. Some guys who are in the Hall of Fame right now. Remember, he had 16 total touchdowns because it's not just his ability to run it. He can catch it out of the backfield as well. No one plays harder than this guy does, down in and down out. I think he's just going to keep getting better.
A glance back at 2016 for Dez Bryant. 50 receptions, under 800 yards, had 8 touchdowns. What do you make of the season that Dez had?
Well, remember, it started with Dez injured, so it took a little while for him to get started. I'm going to make a bold prediction for you. Would not shock me at all if he doubled his catch number next year and darn near doubled his receiving yardage total. Because if he's healthy all year long, they're going to want to take some pressure off of the run game themselves, and Dak Prescott in his second season should be that much more confident throwing it downfield.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Second down, Prescott. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
It seems like whenever people talk about Chris Long, the number one thing they discuss is his motor and how relentless he is. Let's not forget, he's also a superior athlete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Here it comes.
Running with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Here's Blount. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
To throw is Brady. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sean Lee. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fielded at about the 28. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, faster than you would think, and has the ability to catch the football out of the backfield, something that we didn't know he truly possessed. We saw that in the offseason workouts. Now he's putting his running ability to good use in the NFL.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Brady now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. Throwing is Brady on third down. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And with that, it's 2-minute warning time here, the NFL on EA Sports. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the toss, this is Blunt. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have Run or pass is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. McFadden will be the lone setback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Prescott to throw it. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, Prescott. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And now it's blocked. And the Patriots have it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Bailey now to pick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out here in the I. Now Brady throwing on second down. He's got time in the pocket. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
And they just did not get the snap away in time. From the gun on third down, Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Come on, let's go! What?
10th carry now for Elliott. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. Blunt, the lone running back. Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. They come out here in the eye. They'll run again with blood. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Justin Duran.
So after that stop, you know the 3rd down is not a gimme if you're on the offensive team. So what are you going to do? Run it again? Or maybe you go play action and try and throw the ball and pick up the necessary yardage.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
On 1st down, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock. I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the INT, it's Brady. And right side caught Hogan. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now a toss play to Blunt. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They're losing here in the 3rd quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was a place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
The play clock's running down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one. And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Play clock winding down. Here's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. Brady now on 1st down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine. You know, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance and all that'll get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents. All right, that starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction, and then you have the OTAs and mini camps. We get to see them on the field for the first time, and we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
Now Brady. But he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Blunt, the lone running back. Now Brady throwing on second down. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Brady to throw on second down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Call it a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Surveying the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 11 yards for number 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Here we go. What?
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. One receiver left, 3 to the right. On 1st and 10, Prescott going up top. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be limited to his short. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, it's Prescott being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And look at this. It's a fake. He gets it to Brown. Complete. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jones, he just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it. So I think he and his friends would be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here. Back. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll run again here with Dunbar. He He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. 47 yards. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Chris Hogan, 65 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. A scramble for it. I think the Patriots may have got it. They did. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. They go play action here on first down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Brady will try again on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50? The ball's in the air, defenders there, receivers there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. One final try now for Brady. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win. That much we know. We want to protect